you can connect with anyone, anytime. I'm hearing from Chet in the studio. You're breaking up, Chet. Looks like you should have called on Ring Central.
Ring Central. Simpler communications.
Hi, John Henry with the Henry Union Square Hotel in the heart of San Francisco. Had a rocky week? Then come to the city and visit our rock. Don't wear a shirt with black and white stripes, as they may make you smash rocks and face, and wear orange and black and head to the ballpark and watch our team take no prisoners. Do you need a drink over the rocks to handle your kids? Visit the aquarium by the bay at Fisherman's Wharf. You don't have to hold your breath underwater, and you'll see the fish close enough to kiss. Talk about a rocky relationship. Keep on rocking and book the KCBS special at the Henry. You get a deluxe room with parking, 10% off a city tour with Big Bus, 10% off a day cruise with Red and White Fleet, 20% off at Cafe Mason, only steps from our hotel. Call now, 800-995-HUSH. That's 800-995-HUSH. And stay with us while you rock on in the city.
Okay.
KCBS News Time, 8:12.
Okay.
The Big Ten this morning signed a massive TV deal worth nearly $8 billion. That's with a B. This comes after adding UCLA and USC to the conference, but as KCBS reporter Holly Kwan tells us live, the UC regents meeting this week say it is not a done deal. Holly?
Yeah, at least not as far as the regions are concerned. No one likes to be left behind, and that's what the regions are feeling as they insist they still have the power to tell individual campus chancellors to stand down from any unilateral decisions like a conference switch. This massive media deal is exactly why UCLA would jump ship for a bigger stage, but regions like State Schools Chief Tony Thurmond wonder what all that cross-country travel will do to academic standing.
Looking into alternative ways of travel should be considered as a way of making a more manageable experience for our student athletes. What is the graduation rate currently for UCLA athletes? I think it's important for us to have that data really clear and to go into that experience thinking about how to make sure we maintain or boost the graduation rate and be prepared to mitigate against any slide.
UCLA's football, men's basketball, and women's basketball teams have charter flights, but not baseball, soccer, or tennis. A report to the regions this week found if USC leaves the Pac-12, it would mean a loss of almost $10 million a year in media rights to each of the remaining schools. Add UCLA to the Big Ten, and the losses go even higher, with Cal expected to take the biggest hit right when it's trying to pay off renovations at Memorial Stadium. Reporting live, Holly Kwan, KCBS.
Thank you, Holly. KCBS News Time, 8:13. The Giants may have lost last night, but there was a silver lining. We'll find out what that was in sports in 90 seconds.
Are you the parent of a college-age student who is trying to break the chain of failure? Landmark College, the college for students who learn differently, offers on-campus and online options for students who are struggling to achieve success in college. A short-term bridge experience at Landmark College helps students strengthen the academic and self-advocacy skills needed to stay help your students discover their untapped potential and their learning ability. Visit landmark.edu.
Beth Miller Rowe is the Bay Area's reverse mortgage specialist. With over 35 years' experience, Beth offers a variety of reverse mortgage programs such as FHA insured home equity conversion mortgage and even jumbo reverse mortgages. Whether you own your home outright or have a loan against it, a reverse mortgage may provide financial freedom to better enjoy your retirement years. Reverse mortgages have changed so much in the last 10 years. Now is the time to call Beth at the Reverse Mortgage Group at 925-969-0380. Beth is located here in the Bay Area, offering free consultations in a friendly, professional, no-pressure atmosphere. Call Beth at 925-969-0380 or go to callbeth.net. Borrower must pay property taxes, insurance, HOA dues, live in and maintain the home. NMLS 294774/1850/831612. Licensed under the MLA. Equal housing opportunity.
Coming up on KCBS, inside the post-COVID response shakeup at the CDC.
Time to check the sports line at 8:15. Over to the Bay Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk. And Joe Hughes, tell us about that silver lining in this loss.
Yeah, the Giant 5-game win streak came to an end with a 3-2 loss to the Dodgers. Francisco has lost lost a game in this current homestand, but there was a silver lining, as you mentioned, because for the Giants, they've been looking for how guys are playing down the stretch. Last night, they got a big boost from one of their players, J.D. Davis, who stayed hot. Eighth home run of the season for J.D. Davis. He's the player the Giants got back from the Mets in a trade. He's the fourth homer he's had in just 12 games since joining the team. It's something the Giants have been looking for, already matching his total from the 66 games he played in New York. Giants skipper Gabe Kapler believes that Davis is feeling right at home in the orange and black.
He's got tremendous power, so I think maybe it's just finding his rhythm and his groove and being on time and getting that ball that he drove to right center field. It looked like a hit off the bat, was crushed. He's just swinging the bat really well, and I think it just might be a comfort thing.
Yeah, well, in 38 games, the Sacramento native is hitting and giving the team some versatility. They can use him in the outfield, first base, and third base as well. The Giants hoping he can stay on as they will close out their series against the Diamondbacks later this afternoon. That'll be a 12:45 first pitch. As for the Oakland A's, they've ripped off 2 straight wins after their 9-game losing skid, beating the Rangers 7-2 yesterday. They'll conclude that series this morning at 11:05. A's top prospect Shea Langoliers, who homered for the first time in his big league career last night. He's in the ditch. He'll be catching, taking over for Sean Murphy in today's series finale. From the sports desk, Joe Hughes, KCBS.
Kansas City Steak Company, another AmericanEagle.com success story. Started in 1932 as a family-owned butcher shop, today the leading distributor of superior all-American steaks delivered right to your door, ready for the grill and your taste buds. When it came to their website, an average site wouldn't do. They chose AmericanEagle.com to take their website to the next level. With a dramatic increase in competition and a softening market demand, they had 2 challenges: improve their brand presence and message, and produce a positive return. AmericanEagle.com got to work and executed usability studies and detailed audits of site experience, digital assets, organic traffic increase of 20%, and a long-term roadmap for success. If you love great steaks, go to KansasCitySteaks.com for website design, development, and online solutions that bring efficiency and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. If you need a results-driven website, call the AmericanEagle.com at 877-WebNow1. That's 877-WebNow1.
Discover the poetry of aging at Sonnet Hill Senior Living in San Jose. Celebrate their 1-year anniversary with special savings. Get $500 off monthly rent for the first 3 months. Call today at 408-731-0019 or visit SonnetHill.com.
KCBS News Time 8:18. Traffic and weather sponsored by Sonnet Hill Senior Living. As you're heading out the door, we are going to help you get around with Kim Wonderly. All right, Melissa, we're taking a look at some of the slow spots, and mostly this is just commute traffic that we're speaking of at this point. Not a lot in terms of crashes or stalls, but westbound Highway 4, you've been paying for it in time for a while. There was an early Loveridge all the way over to Willow Pass. From Concord into Walnut Creek, it's not solid, but it's slow from 242 almost all the way down to the Walnut Creek interchange. Coming around the bend toward Pleasant Hill Road on West 24, you finally begin to gain some speed here. Bay Bridge backup does reach the MacArthur interchange. It's starting to thin out a little bit. Boy, we're seeing a lot more traffic on West 580 this morning coming through Oakland. It actually starts back in San Leandro from Estudillo all the way past heading out toward Park Boulevard before it finally begins to loosen up. It's just much heavier. School's in session. It changes everything. And then southbound 880, we're seeing some slow traffic through Fremont. This is as you come south of Dakota Road down to about Maury. That's where things begin to loosen. Your next update, 8:28 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Mancini Sleep World 6-day weather forecast. Save up to $1,000 on select adjustable mattress sets at Mancini Sleep World. Here's KPIX 5 meteorologist Jessica Birch.
Good morning. Happy Friday Eve. We are getting closer and closer into that weekend forecast, and the forecast is looking nice for us this weekend. And really, in comparison to earlier this week where we were dealing with a heat advisory, poor air quality, things are actually starting to look really nice as we head into the next couple days. Daytime highs are going right back down to average, 67 this afternoon in San Francisco. We're still dealing with 90s up in those East Inland Hills, but no more triple digits for now or anytime soon, really. Now, as we extend into next work week, we're going to be seeing a lot more sunshine in the forecast. That marine layer is still staying dense this morning for us along the coast and the bay. We'll keep you updated on that here in the Weather Center, but for now, I'm meteorologist Jessica Birch with your KCBS KPX5 First Alert Forecast.
Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
KCBS News Time 8:21. The CDC announced yesterday that it's going to be making broad organizational changes in an effort to rebuild the public's trust after its director said its response to the COVID-19 pandemic didn't meet expectations. For more on this, we're joined on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline now by Dr. William Schaffner, of Preventive Medicine at Vanderbilt University's School of Medicine and a member of the CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. The CDC has announced a lot of changes, but one of the couple of things that caught my eye were that Rochelle Walensky, the director, wants to ask Congress to grant the agency new powers and wants more flexibility. What could those pretty significant sounding things do?
Well, Melissa, it's very important, first of all, to recognize that you haven't performed well, and it was very courageous for the director to do that. Now, they need more flexible funding so that at the time of a new pandemic, they can direct funds exactly to that. A lot of the funding that goes to the CDC is very specifically directed to certain kinds of activities. The CDC just needs more flexibility. Apropos of the new authority, you know, we have a voluntary public health system. All the states volunteer to bring their data forward to the CDC. And one of the defects that we had during COVID was we didn't have enough data, and it didn't all come from the state as quickly as we wanted. We need to knit this public health system more closely together to assure that when we're faced with a public health threat, the data do come in so we can make intelligent decisions going forward.
She also for more cooperation with other agencies in the federal government, and we know it's almost endemic in the federal government for agencies not to play well with each other.
Eric, that's exactly right, and I'm afraid our dysfunction started with the White House during COVID, and we do need to get a more interagency group together so that they all work together. The Food and Drug Administration, the Department of Defense, all the other agencies that are related in one way or another to public health.
Do you think these organizational changes will make the CDC more independent? And what I mean by that is, you just said that the dysfunction with the COVID response began. Could this give the CDC its sort of own authority to react seamlessly regardless of the current administration?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, isn't it, Melissa? We're trying to get the CDC back in the most prominent position and trusted position that it had before. There are always circumstances where people who don't have public health goals first and foremost in their mind can subvert the system, but we'd like to structure things so that becomes less likely and more difficult.
I kind of get back to a position where people are willing to accept what they don't want to hear, which seemed to be one of the biggest problems of the COVID pandemic.
Eric, it's part of our society today. We need to knit ourselves together as well as our agencies.
Okay.
We need to listen to each other, and we need to work to try to establish that sense of trust and confidence in each other that we can do things together, such as respond to an epidemic. You can't do that in a piecemeal, scattered fashion.
All right. Well, we thank you for taking the time to talk to us. That's Dr. William, Professor of Preventive Medicine at Vanderbilt University's School of Medicine.
Watch, media companies sizing up new opportunities. Here's Jason Brooks.
Eric, Mark Zuckerberg has touted the metaverse as a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, and more media and entertainment executives are jumping on that bandwagon. Ernst & Young's industry leaders finds that 7 out of 10 are targeting new customer revenue streams to cut subscribers. Media and entertainment leader John Harrison says the metaverse is a pathway to create incremental customer engagement that does not exist today.
The engagement will start with the early adopters, but longer term, if the vision of the metaverse is as pervasive as the metaverse evangelists believe that it will be, it's a way to really enhance the engagement we have with the content and the brands that the media companies have built their foundations on.
Harrison says 65% of media and entertainment executives say they are prioritizing investments in 5G-enabled mobile gaming, increasing artificial intelligence services, and moving more programming to the cloud. Pretty flat day for the stock market and mixed. The Dow lower by 26 points, with the Nasdaq rallying into the green, up by 43, and the S&P up by 9. On the money, Brooks, KCBS.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back. Largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with a company that powers more businesses than anyone else. Business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business. Possibilities.
Offer ends 9/21/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra as subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 3 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing. How well and when you slept. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the signs. All you have to do is wait. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This summer is the perfect time to hit the open road in a new Chevy. Find exciting new possibilities, perspectives, and new ways to have fun in the sun. With its impressive Chevy Silverado is open to taking the boat out and making some waves. With its off-road capabilities and an EPA estimated 33 miles per gallon highway, Chevy Trailblazer is open to new points of view. And with its many safety features and an EPA estimated 31 miles per gallon highway, Chevy Equinox is open to weekend getaways with confidence in every drive. And see how a new Chevy can help you go a little farther. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. 2022 Chevy Trailblazer front-wheel drive, EPA estimated 29 miles per gallon city, 33 highway with 1.3-liter engine. 2022 Chevy Equinox front-wheel drive, EPA estimated 26 miles per gallon city, 31 highway with 1.5-liter engine.
KCBS News Time 8:28. Let's head over to your local Honda dealer's traffic center. Check the condition of the drive with Kim Wonderly. You know, for the most part, folks are big stalls or crashes tying up your drive. It's mostly just the return of very heavy traffic. All the patterns changed once school started to get back in session. We're looking at the Bay Bridge. We are backed up to the foot of the MacArthur Maze. Getting there on 80, there's pockets of slowing that stretch all the way back from the Hercules area as you make your way down the East Shore Freeway. We're also taking a look at some slow spots for the South Bay. This is northbound 101 coming up from to Tully. More slow traffic at 280 as you head out to McKee, and that third slow stretch is from Highway 87 as you make your way out to Trimble. Bound 280, no stalls again, but the Chilton Auto Body collision cam catches up with slow traffic passing the 101 interchange coming aboard through downtown. Slows again in pockets as you head out to the 17 split. Your next update 8:38 on the traffic leader KCBS.
We've got sunny conditions waiting for us, Bay and inland after the morning clouds burn back. Highs ranging from the 60s, oceanside to near 90 degrees. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on KCBS.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccups. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations who you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Charging can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and